Hello, hammerheads. Thanks for Look at this fucking shit, right? Just brushed our hair, me and my friend here, right? You know, the brush handle came off when she was brushing her fucking... I mean, look at the length of her hair.
He knows me anyway. Everybody knows me. Everybody knows me.
Well, put it this way, she lives about 2 miles from me. And I can hear her when she's fucking watching telly.
I think everyone that has watched your videos knows me. They just haven't seen me in a while, have you?
Nah, well...
I'm back. With black goo on me hands, but I'm back.
She's got it and all. Like, she was brushing her hair, right? Handle come off. It's always been a bit dodgy, that. I got it in Mal's. Cheap as fuck it was. About $1.99. Bloody hairbrush, you know what I mean? Anyway, got this, right, didn't I? Fucking super glue, see? Right? Glued the handle back in place. Just after I'd glued me stir-fry Chinese fucking spatula back in place, because the handle kept coming off that and all, and it's now worse when you're trying to make a Chinese curry and it's get back in, you know what I mean? And that was fine. Glued me handle on the brush. I've only got a little bit. I picked the rest off.
Look what I've got.
For some
Black
reason...
shit. For some reason.
It must have reacted with a fucking plastic on the brush or something.
I've got melted plastic to my hand. And so has he.
Yeah. And if you pick it off, you'd end up picking half of your finger fucking off, you know what I mean?
So I pick this off, I'll have 3 fingers less.
Anyway, we're not...
Anywho.
We're not celebrities. So... that's not going to kill us. But what we're going to talk about in this topic, uninteresting dash fucking forward slash interesting topic, whichever way you want to perceive it, it's about celebrities that's been dying this fucking year already. Even the back end of last year. I mean, fucking hell, man.
It's the death year.
It is.
It's another death year since what, 2013? You got them all dropping like flies.
2011.
Probably, aye.
I remember Ronnie James Dio. I didn't even fucking realise he was dead. I went on Facebook and everywhere I looked, R.I.P. Ronnie James Dio, and loads of like Black Sabbath songs and all that, and Dio songs. I'm thinking, what the fuck's got Rainbow songs? Oh my God, he died. He was 67, I think.
And then obviously the most
stomach cancer.
Big legend that died this year was obviously David Bowie.
And Lemmy.
And then didn't the drummer out of Motorhead die as well?
Filthy Animal Taylor. He died the back end of last year.
That was still too close though.
Yeah, I suppose.
And then you've got... how many celebrities died this year already?
You've got Corbett died yesterday. The other day. Alan Rickman.
Ronnie Corbett. Paul Daniels wasn't really a celebrity. He was just a silly magic twat. He wasn't even magical. He still died, which is sad enough.
Yeah, he was still a celebrity too.
Aye, but there's just been so many. I can't even think of them.
Patty Duke the other day.
Cilla Black. She died like back end of last year as well.
Yeah. But this year, there's been a hell of a lot lately. I mean...
there's all of cancer as well.
Well, a lot of it. I mean, Steve Strange died recently.
I'm surprised he didn't die years ago.
He died of a heart attack, I think. And,
probably from all the drugs he took.
I don't know if he took any.
I know. Talking about Steve Strange, he couldn't even do an interview without... slurring. I'm not on drugs, mate.
He's just an alcoholic.
It's like just saying, I've turned my hat backwards. It's just like saying that Ozzy Osbourne never took drugs. How is he still alive?
Ozzy Osbourne didn't.
How is he still alive?
I know that's one of life's great mysteries. Why is Ozzy Osbourne still walking around bold as brass? He should have died years ago. I mean, I'm surprised Lemmy lasted as long as he did. Fucking hell, he was 70. I mean, good God.
Didn't, was it, who was another singer that died? A country singer died as well, didn't she?
Tammy Wynette. Was it?
Was it back end of last year or this year? I'm sure it was.
I think it was Tammy Wynette.
I think it was Tammy Wynette, aye.
Aye. They're all dropping like fucking flies now.
I'm glad I'm not a celebrity.
This is about the time, right, in the workplace, because a lot of people do it in a lot of places, to have the stiffy stakes. What celebrity's going to die next? And now's the right time to do it, because you'll win a lot of money. I'm telling you.
You never mind betting on football
Coupons.
Football grounds and, Tottenham's going to beat this and Arsenal's going to beat this. No, which celebrity's going to die next?
Oh, God.
I was a bit gutted about Alan Rickman, mind. He was a good actress.
He was a bit unexpected.
Actor.
Because didn't really hear much about him for a while. You know, obviously he was still acting and that, but there's other people died this year, but my mind's blank.
My mind's gone blank, but there's been so many celebrities die.
I feel like I tell you what I feel like. Who I feel like? Alan.
I feel like chicken tonight.
I feel like Alan on Alan's Psychedelic Breakfast, 1970, from Pink Floyd's album Atom Heart Mother, because like he hasn't got a fucking clue, and you know. Who's next? I know it's a great Who album from 1971, #1 album.
I'm just glad we're not celebrities because we're not next, hopefully.
Oh no. Unless I jump out in front of a juggernaut tomorrow, I'm alright. But I know a lot of you want to see the back of me, you know, I'm a fucking pain in the bastard arse and all this fucking bullshit.
But we keep creeping up. You haven't seen me for a while. But I come up, I appear.
Yeah.
I appear, I'm like an STD.
She's just
I
away,
appear,
you know.
I'm like a rash you can't get rid of.
Yeah.
I'm always there, but I just appear whenever you don't want me to.
Yep. I mean, she's had a big absence from me videos. She checked me early videos. She's fucking all over the bloody place on them, man.
But I'll pop up like a bad rash.
Wrapping us round and bog roll and all that, and fucking Jesus wept.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
That was a Sunday song recommendation. I think that was, it was the Alan Parsons Project. And I Don't Want to Be Like You. That was it.
That was when I tried to mummify you.
Yeah, and I got the bloody year wrong, didn't I? I said it was 1982. It was actually 1979.
Which is quite shocking, because he never gets the year wrong.
It's because the back packaging on the actual CD box itself, that's what it meant, you know, a lot of people...
You can't go on the packaging. I mean, look at that vinyl you've got of Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, Ozzy Osbourne.
Aye. Ozzy Osbourne.
That was on a Sunday recommendation, I know.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah. Fucking hell, they went mad about that cover at Black Sabbath, you know, because obviously it's not up to the... Sometimes it's up to the band, but they left it in the hands of fucking the producers, managers and all that. Oh, well, we'll find someone to do a good album cover for you.
It just shows you they didn't take much notice. They couldn't even spell his name right.
I know, had an inverted cross, which is not, and which has never been what Sabbath is all about.
So it made him like devil worshippers.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It shouldn't have been an inverted cross with all the credits in.
That's probably why people thought they were like evil metal.
And they
weren't even metal.
Well, they were one of the founders, because no one on the planet ever sounded like Black Sabbath then or now. Reason being, because Tony Iommi had plastic fingertips.
I remember you saying that.
And his guitar strings were loosened, so to compensate for that, That's why a lot of Sabbath riffs you cannot do. You pick up a guitar, I tell you something now, right? Try and do Symptom of the Universe. The same chords as he does.
Because nobody's got plastic fingertips, though.
It's right, it's turned right down to compensate for, like, his disability,
Nobody's
if you
got
like.
plastic fingertips.
And you know who did that? His very, 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 very last day of work in a metal fucking factory. He was leaving his job, right, handing in his notice to join, to form Black Sabbath. Still Earth, they were called first. Guess what happens on his very last day? Gets his fucking tips of his fingers chopped off, doesn't he, on a bloody metal press at work. And he's fucked. He's a guitarist, for Christ's sake. But he found a way around it. I learnt something in my induction today, and it said, the woman, Sonia, she says, was it Steve? One of the two. They were on about, like, if you think something's impossible, I'm not going to do it. I'm not even going to attempt it. Like climb Mount Everest. I'm not going to. It's impossible. But anything's possible if you put your mind to it. And he did. Any normal, any other guitarist would have hung his guitar up, got no fingers. How am I going to play?
Yeah, but you could say the same about the drummer out of Def Leppard when he lost his arm.
Exactly.
He put everything to his foot.
Exactly, because the band was so loyal to him. Because they didn't want to lose him.
He lost that in an accident, and his
fucking car went into a field, and the seatbelt ripped his fucking arm off.
And yet they were still a great band, weren't they? Because
I never liked them.
Well, I did, but he still used everything to his foot. He was a very talented man for what he lost.
Yeah, I know.
And he still had the talent there.
Well, it was all, like, built for him, It was like... It was very clever what he actually helped devise it.
What he would have done with his left or right arm, whatever one it was, he used on his foot. And he never gave up. He was a very talented man,
What was his fucking name again? Rick?
I can't remember his name.
See, I'm not a big Def Leppard fan, but even so, I should know this. Rick fucking somebody. And it wasn't Rick Mayo.
Anywho. They did well.
Yeah, well, they're not my, like, cup of coffee or
I liked them,
cup of cocoa or whole.
They were my kind of hot chocolate.
And hot chocolate. Well, I quite like them. Errol Brown. They used to call
I believe in miracles. You sexy thing.
Everyone's a winner.
That's the truth. He's dead and old.
Yeah, I know.
He's another one that died a few years ago.
And do you know who died? Did my head in this, and this was quite a few years ago now. I read it in the paper in the canteen when I was working at where I used to work, and a little snippet like that.
A little snippet.
If you fucking missed it, and it was Rick Wright. Oh, he died of cancer, age 60. Rick Wright. Fucking Pink Floyd keyboardist. It's like a little teeny thing.
Wasn't that this year?
No, it was years ago.
No, didn't someone off Pink Floyd die this year as well?
No. Rick Wright was the last one that died.
No, I'm getting the wrong one then. No, there's somebody, apart from... Who died out of Eagles this year? We can't remember his name. He wrote the legendary Hotel California, which is the best Eagles song ever.
Just heard that. I love the changeover between the guitars.
And you can tell the changeover, definitely.
As soon as Joe Walsh comes in, you can tell his fuzzy style and all.
But another legend that died. All of them keep dying this year.
That's put me in mind of listening to the Warriors soundtrack, because Joe Walsh does the ending like song, in a city. Brilliant.
I don't know that one, but I'm sure it's good.
Yeah. My wife didn't. Big fat wife didn't like it. You didn't like this. Didn't like it because I liked it. She was like that. Loved the film. She loved it before I.
What was the film?
The Warriors.
Oh, the film The Warriors was excellent.
The very last song with the closing credits. That's
Oh God, I haven't seen it. It was 80s film, wasn't it? I haven't seen it.
1979. It was
Alright, well, I haven't seen it since I was little. Were the gangs?
Yeah, there's 3.
Alright, see, I haven't seen The Warriors. Is that one where they've got the baseball bats?
That's the Baseball Furies, yeah.
And one side of the face is painted.
Well, one of them.
I haven't watched that since the 80s. Is that the one where it's got that bloke in it at Porky's that says, "Leave the kid alone"?
No, that's the Wanderers.
The Wanderers.
Same year as well.
Aye, because
that was like his rival.
That came out as well when he goes, "Leave the kid alone."
That wasn't as good as the Warriors.
I told you to leave the kid alone. And he beats him the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Actually, the most disturbing film I ever watched with gang things and that was got to be Clockwork Orange.
See, I didn't rate that.
That was
film.
Twisted. What the hell was that about?
You tell me.
Was it Stanley Kubrick?
Stanley Kubrick, yeah.
What the hell was that film about? When they break into that woman's flat and they rape
Singing
her.
in the rain.
They rape her with a concrete dildo. It's like the statue of a dildo, and they rape her with it. What the hell? With the one eyelash, they've got the bowler hats on, and they've got the one big eyelash, and they rape that woman with that. And what is that story about?
You tell me. And you know, it was so. You know why it's so controversial, that film? 1971 or 72 was it, something like that. But anyway, because Stanley Kubrick banned it himself. He was so disgusted with his own work, he banned it.
No, do you not think maybe...
And when he died, he's dead now, he's got no say in the matter, so they really...
Do you not think he banned it on purpose to get...
Publicity.
Well,
controversy, yeah.
Because it was twisted, I mean...
But it was only re-released after he died.
All it was a bunch of lads with their trilby on, or one eyelash, big eyelash.
I know.
And they went around terrorising women and raping them and trashing the place, and that was it. But there wasn't any storyline to it.
You see it now, and it's like, apparently it's about a bunch of thugs, and to like tame them, they sit bloody fucking Malcolm McDowell in the pictures and pin his eyes open to make him watch like violent war films or something.
I just never got that film.
No, it's shit.
I don't think...
Sorry if there's any fans out there, but...
I don't think I actually watched the whole film all the way through. I think I only ever watched the first...
I watched it twice. Because first time...
I only watched the first half hour.
What the fuck was all that about? Then I watched it again years later because I thought, maybe I'll enjoy it and understand it more this time. Doesn't work like that. Because if it's a shit film, in my opinion, it's still going to be a shit film in a few years' time, in my opinion.
I think I only watched the first half hour, but I probably watched the whole lot. But it was shit what I saw of it. But I think I might have watched all of it, but it was that long ago, I can't remember. It's like, that was shit. That brings me on to another film that I really loved, but I still don't get the ending. One of my favourite films is The Shining.
That's him and all, Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah, exactly. But what the fuck happened at the end? Jack Nicholson was in the photo when the camera zoomed in at the photo.
A lot of people
in the 20s,
confused with that bit.
He was still in that photo.
1929.
But how could he?
1921, isn't it?
But how could he have been in that photo? He went down to the lounge and he saw everyone in their 20s outfit and everyone recognised him, and yet it was based in the 70s. How did they know and how did it finish? I've seen that film about 3 times and I still don't get the ending.
I've seen about 20 times and I still
probably
don't
more
get
than,
it properly.
Probably more than that, and I still don't get why the camera zooms in on him in the 20s. How could he have been there when he was only in there in the 70s?
Well, I'll tell you something.
I don't get it.
They have made a sort of two-parter from it. Different actors and all that. I think Rebecca De Mornay.
I tried Googling the end of it and they still can't come up with the answer.
The thing is, right, try reading the book. I've read it years ago.
I've read the book.
Have you?
It still doesn't make sense.
It's not like the book, though.
It's completely nothing like the book.
The ending of the book is... well, the whole book's different.
It's completely different.
For
But
a start, there's no maze.
it still doesn't explain... Yes, I get it, he was going down, and maybe I thought he was possessed by the previous one that went mad. But how was there photos of him from the 20s and people recognise him from the 20s?
It's somebody the hotel has captured and kept.
Yes.
That's why.
But why was there pictures of him at the end? Even you said you don't get it.
Because it's captured him and his pictures ended up there. Here's another victim.
But he wasn't taking photos in the 20s.
Doesn't matter. She's from Essex.
You said yourself you don't get the ending.
I do in a way, but you don't get it at all. Like I say, that's just the Stanley Kubrick version. If you watch the other version, it's like a two-parter, different actors and all that.
Is there another version, is there?
Yeah, it's like a mini-series. I think Rebecca De Mornay's plays bloody... What'd she call again?
The wife.
Yeah.
I can't remember the wife.
Because the original one was Shelley Duvall. I can't remember her name.
I kind of get the whole story because I like horror films and that, but I just don't get the ending. I never will. I never will get it. I need a proper answer. I need the director to tell me. Obviously, he's not going to be able to tell me.
I'll tell you what. No, he's fucking died in 1997 or something.
But it just shows you what a great film it is, considering how old it is. It's still a scary film and it's still an excellent film.
It's not that old. It's 1980 or 79,
79.
whichever.
And it is old because it's 2016 now. It's quite old.
See, I class old as films that come out fucking 50 years before I was fucking born, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but them films are not even worth entertaining, the scary ones, because they're not scary.
Yeah, of course they're fucking not. The only scary film I've seen from the 60s was The Haunting.
The original Haunting.
1963.
Because they remade that in the 90s,
I didn't see the remake.
And that was shit. No, actually, do you know what I found scary?
You know what was scary about it? You didn't see anything.
Do you know what I found scary? The original idea in the 50s of the War of the Worlds. I found that quite creepy.
It's not now on the horror channel. It's fucking... I never watch it, like...
Oh, I've tried watching the horror channels. There's nothing really scary. Do you know what films scare me? Is poltergeisty films. If I watch the original...
Have you seen the original? The remake of that?
No, if I watch...
Shit. Don't bother.
If I watched The Entity or the original...
I watched that the other night.
If I watched the original Poltergeist or The Entity, I would still be scared now because I remember being scared as a kid.
I'm surprised they haven't remade The Entity yet.
They couldn't. Barbara Hershey, they couldn't remake that. But then the remade Poltergeist, I haven't watched that yet.
Shit, don't bother.
But the original Poltergeist, I remember being terrified because I was only 10 when I watched it.
Well, I first seen that when it was released in 1982. I lived in South Africa at the time. I always remember the headmaster, Mr. Haywood. It was like giving a presentation in the fucking hall and all that. He said, those of you who would like... I'll do me South African accent. Those of you who would like to come this evening to see on the big screen the Poltergeist. And everyone burst out. The Poltergeist. Everyone burst out laughing. Fuck, you know.
Do you know what bit really scares me in that? I hate clowns. The clown bit, obviously.
Why do so many people hate clowns, man?
You know I hate clowns. But do you know what bit freaks me out? Is when she turns round and all the chairs are balancing.
Aye.
That freaks me out. I can watch any horror film now, but poltergeisty films freak me out. I don't know whether it's because I watched that film when I wasn't old enough. And that's why it freaked me out so much, because now I cannot watch ghosty films.
I was 15 when I seen that.
I cannot watch ghosty films on my own, but I can sit and watch any other horror film on my own in the house. I just cannot watch stuff like that about Poltergeist. I think it's because I got scarred, because I was secretly put it on. Do you know why I'm scared of clowns? Because my dad had a video shop at the time, and you know when Tim Curry's It came out.
Oh, aye.
I put that on.
The fucking book's over 1,000 pages long, man.
Oh, it's that big, and I put that film on secretly when they were asleep, and I tell you what, I wish I never had done it. That's what terrified me of clowns, because I watched it too soon when I was too young, and I'm terrified of clowns.
I watched that.
I hate clowns.
I hired it out the fucking video shop in the galleries, man. What a load of fucking
I
shit.
tell you what, though, because you were older, and kids these days are desensitised. A few years ago, I made Robin watch it, and she went, Mum, it's not even scary.
It's not.
But when she was 14, I made her read the book. And she read about 4 pages, and she gave it back to me. And she went,
Sorry.
She couldn't read it.
The only
She
clown.
said the book scared her, terrified her more than the film.
The only clown that's ever scared me.
It's me.
Is Pogo. Fucking John Wayne's bloody character to entice and seduces young boys. He like to fucking shag and rape and strangle and murder and do the handcuff trick on. Fucking hell. Anyway, why were you going off on all these tangents?
Yeah, but like I said, Robin wasn't scared of the film, but when I give her the book of it...
And she read it all?
She read 4 pages and she was terrified, but she wasn't scared of the film.
Jesus Christ, it's bigger than the fucking Bible, that book, man.
She was scared of the book, but not of the film. It was weird.
Where the films... Sometimes the films have a different impact.
But it did
like
for me,
vice
because
versa.
you go back in the 80s, I was only about 12. So, kids these days are desensitised anyway. I was terrified. I mean, she started watching horror films at fucking 10-year-old, you know what I mean?
Started watching horror films when I was about fucking 6.
Yeah, that's because you're twisted.
Oh, well.
Just, what's that bloke's name out of Wolf Creek? That's you.
Mick.
Mick.
What's that even?
Where'd you check your shirt?
Nothing like rainwater from the top end.
Do you know this Wolf Creek 2? I started watching it, I couldn't watch it.
Ah, you said it was all about gore.
It was just too gory. It was disgusting.
There shouldn't have even been a sequel.
It was him. It was still him in it. But it was too gory. Trev, I watched 10 minutes of it. Even Robin said it was shit. It spoils the first one. Just watch the first one and leave it.
The first one's really creepy.
Yeah, but don't watch the second one because it's all gore. It's terrible.
I watched it the other night, the first one. It was on the Horror Channel.
I've got the first one.
I've got the DVD, like, but, you know, it's the atmosphere and the opening credits go on for about 20 minutes.
Never watched the second one. I watched 10 minutes of it and it was just gore and it was ridiculous. The first half an hour isn't foreign anyway because it's French couple backpacking.
Yeah, but
it's boring.
It's not French. They're English.
No, they're travelling. And the second one...
Oh, the second one.
Oh, no, it's boring as fucking. It's just gore. And I watched half an hour and I switched it off.
That's why I don't like the foot.
And Robin said to me, don't watch the second one. She'd watched the same amount of time as me and she went... You watch the first one, don't watch the second one, it's shit.
I mean, some remakes I do enjoy better, like not the Desperate Hours.
Chainsaw Massacre second was okay.
That was shit, man.
But it still wasn't as good.
I liked I Spit on Your Grave.
I didn't like the first one, I thought it was horrible.
No, I mean, look, do you mean the 70s one? Or the remake?
Oh, the 70s one was alright. No, the remake was... I didn't even watch that.
You did. You watched it with your daughter, man, you bloody idiot. Get back to fucking Essex.
Oh, yes, that was the one that was shit. I like the original one.
Ah, the original. I've got both of them. I've got one from remake. South Korea.
No, even Robin said the original was shit.
The 70s one, yeah.
The new one was shit, sorry. I don't even know what I'm talking about now.
I liked it better. Because when a film makes me physically close me... Good, I can't watch. It's when she's pulling his teeth out.
Oh, no, see, I can't watch that.
See, I've gone like that, and it doesn't do any good, because I can hear the teeth come out.
I think she just snaps them off. I put my hands on my ears, and I shut my eyes.
It's just horrible. I still cannot watch that bit. It's fucking awful.
Yeah, but I'm like
in the second one, though, don't fucking bother. She ends up in fucking Bosnia for some reason.
The second part of Leatherface, the film Leatherface after Chainsaw Massacre.
Well, there was a second one
And
with Dennis Hopper in.
No, he wasn't in that one.
No, he's in.
It's got, the bloke that played Hoyt the Copper in the first Chainsaw Massacre.
Aye.
It's great because it's based before that, and it's how you find out he becomes the copper. Because in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you think he's the copper.
Oh.
And he's just Ben. But Leatherface is based before it, and you find out how he became the copper. He killed and tortured Hoyt, the original copper, and that's how he put his uniform on. That was a good film. Have you seen that?
There shouldn't have even been.
Robin's got that. That's a good film. And
I tell you what, I don't like them fucking Saw films. You know, the first one I ever seen, right, I went to the pictures to see it with Angie years ago when it was released.
I like the idea of them. I think they're good.
And I just didn't. The camera works like 20 frames a second, so you can't see what's going on. No fucking opening credits, which that's my pet hate.
Yeah, but the idea of it was brilliant. It was brilliant.
Yeah, right.
Because he made them set them up, so they tortured themselves. It was everybody that didn't appreciate their life, like drug users, people that were shooting up all the time, and people that didn't appreciate their lives, and he was torturing them.
I know what it was about.
It was a good storyline, but it was too gory for me.
It was just too shoddily made, in my opinion.
It was too gory for me.
I don't like this new technique they use in film, like camera, fucking 50,000 seconds, bloody minute.
Did you ever watch Rob Zombie's version of Halloween 1 and 2?
I watched the first one, and
when it was set with Michael Myers, when he first killed his parents.
Yes.
And he was growing up in the asylum. That was good. It was good.
And then it ran dry.
Yeah, but he's a bit like Stephen King. He has a good film all the way through, and then he runs out of ideas at the end.
Well, Stephen King's books are fucking shit. I mean, I did read The Shining.
No, I love Stephen King's books.
I mean, do you know in the book The Shining, he doesn't even have a fucking axe.
But Stephen King's always the same. He's got a great idea, and then...
And here's the fucking funny
thing. The last half an hour, or the last 20 pages, he runs out of ideas, and he just suddenly ends it.
I know.
He did the same with Christine with a car.
Mm.
That was a good film.
Have you seen the book?
I've got the book, Christine, now.
It's bigger than 10 fucking Oxford dictionaries.
The book is that thick, Christine.
It's ridiculous. The film's only 100 and odd minutes. How the fuck can you fit that much? Do you know why? Because he waffles on. He spends 200 pages introducing a fucking character. I can do that in 2 paragraphs.
You're right there, because he describes the height, the fucking hair colour.
He leaves nothing to the imagination. It's not just that. It's like he goes on about the parents' lives and the grandparents' lives and what happened in the 20s just before the Big Depression. The great-great-grandparents. Who the fuck? Get back on. And by the time you've read all these fucking pages about this one person, who's this again? Where am I?
I love the film The Stand. That's Stephen King again.
I tell you what, I read 2/3 of the fucking book.
The Stand.
2/3 of it. So it's not like I didn't give it a chance. Nah.
No, the film is excellent.
Got bored of it.
There's 2 discs. The film was excellent. The first disc, even Robin said she loved. Halfway through the second disc, she got bored, and so did I, because he drowned it out and he went too far-fetched with the hand of God shit.
It was like winning the lottery, wasn't it?
It was like, it's you! And it went too far. But the first disc, wasn't it excellent? The idea with the plague coming out again.
But then he runs out of them. That's a problem with him.
He runs out of ideas, so he quickly ends it. But honestly, the last bit of the film, it was like a lottery hand coming in and grabbing the bomb.
I know.
And it was like, oh my God.
And I thought, I'd got this far and I thought, for fuck's sake.
Even
this is the
Robinson.
climb. This is supposed to be a bloody fucking heart-stopping climax.
And then the hand of God came in, ripped the bomb up, and then the devil just turned into a crow and fucked off. How is that going to scare him? Because you've been chosen by the lotto winner.
And do you remember it was like Don't Fear the Reaper was the soundtrack to it?
Aye. But wasn't the beginning, wasn't the first disc excellent?
That's an insult to a good band.
Blue Oyster Cult, aye. But it was an excellent film to start off with, because the idea of it, well, a new plague had started, because they said every 20 years there's going to be a new plague, and the story of the film, and the film was excellent, it was. And then when it got on, they didn't need a second disc.
It wasn't a film, it was just like, it was on once a week, wasn't it, in the day?
No, I got it on
Aye,
disc.
but in the day, about 1996
But
or
when I
something.
first watched it, it was an excellent film. When Don't Fear the Reaper came in and they're all dying and they're dropping like flies, because it's I love films where it's like a leak from the government. I love films like that where it's like a plague and everything, and then
You start about government conspiracies.
No, listen.
Next you'll be saying the earth is flat.
But it was an excellent idea, but when it got into the last bit, and I went, "What the? Are you fucking kidding me? The lottery hands."
I know.
It could be you, and then the devil just turns into a crow and disappears, as if the devil's going to fight a fucking hand.
Oh no, it's too like.
Oh, I've been struck by God. I'm going because he's put his hand out. Oh, they've won the lottery. I'm going to have to go. It was fucking a letdown of a film. Absolute letdown.
I'm really surprised no one has grabbed hold of some Sean Hudson books. Cause
By the way, Sean Hudson is an excellent
he's fine.
writer.
He's fucking. He influenced me.
Arrange loves Sean Hudson books. I've never read them, but Arrange loves Sean Hudson books, and she said he's brilliant.
You've never read them? You didn't read books?
I used to.
I didn't know. I only read true murder ones now, though.
Well, the last book I read was Jack the Ripper's Diaries, and the one before that was Fred and Rose West.
I've got a book about them called The Corpse Garden. I read that, like, it's... Did you read that about the Essex fucking boys and that?
I've nearly finished it, and I'm gobsmacked that all of that was going on, and the weird thing is, he's lent me a book on the true Essex boys, and the weird thing is, Raquel's was my local nightclub I used to go to when I was 17, 18-year-old. I didn't realise all the shit was going on. I couldn't believe it. And when I'm near the end now, and I couldn't believe it. I still can't believe it that all of that shit was going on, and that was my nightclub, and I was drinking in there. My dad let me drink in there because he was a taxi driver at the time. He used to pick me up. And when he found out all that shit was going on, I was absolutely gobsmacked.
Well, you see, there's quite a few films on that subject. I've got one myself down there with Sean Bean in it, and that's like...
That's the one we've watched.
No.
That's the one we first watched, and then we watched the second one.
Bonded by Blood.
But there's another one now.
There's a couple.
There's a couple out.
I'll lend one.
Which ones? There's two more. So which ones are going to be the true ones?
It's all from different people's perspectives, you know what I mean?
The worst thing is...
Who say they were there
when
anyway.
the transit van was left.
They reckon the wrong people...
When they took them out to the farm, they all got shot, and they left the Land Rover. That was round the corner from where I lived at the time, and it scared the shit out of me. And I just can't believe... Not only did I drink in the place, but the fact that the Land Rover was left a few mile out from where I lived.
Well, that was in
Wickford. I couldn't believe it. And I told Robin, she was scared shitless. I went, it doesn't matter, you a little.
They wouldn't have attacked you. They were just fighting each other, weren't they?
But it's the fact that it was a few miles out from where I lived.
The thing is, a lot of them were like Tony Tucker and his crew, Pat Tate and them, they're all just ruthless. And they were ripping off bloody European drug lords, not take loads of gear.
And
off
all
them,
that
not
shit
paying
about
them.
Leah Betts pissed me off all over the papers. Oh, this poor lass, this innocent lass, Leah Betts. At the time Leah Betts did that, she was 17. By that time, I was 21. And I remember everyone saying about her, she was taking drugs left, right and centre. It's nothing to do with the drugs he gave her. And the parents are going, oh, she never took that. Parents don't know what you're doing, especially in that era, because it was the era of acid. She was taking acid, she was taking ecstasy, she was taking everything.
Acid? Nah, that died out by then.
No, she was taking, it was proven she was taking everything. Her mates said she was taking everything. But it turned out that's why they got caught, because of her. But we would go in there, and I knew people, I mean, I was taking them all that shit. Not acid. But, nobody died or anything. She was just overdoing it. She took loads of drugs, and basically it was a bad cocktail. She ended up killing herself, so it all hit the papers. Oh, our daughter would never do that, Leah Betts, and she was all over the papers. She was a fucking druggie.
Wait, the press love big publicity.
She was a druggie.
It's all
It
for money,
turned
innit?
out she took every drug going.
Well, of course you did. I mean, her parents tried to make out that she was spiked. Oh, she was a good girl. And she, I read, if you've read, like, you've read the book, like, nearly, right?
I drank in
She was
Raquel's.
apparently a bit of a bitch.
I drank in Raquel's a few years previous to that, and she was a little slut. She used to go in with any lad, any random lad. She used to take every drug going, and because she took the wrong one and she fucked up, it's all over the papers because she was 17. Why did they let her in at 17?
Yeah, exactly. You see, back in them days, it was when when bouncers were gangsters. And then they changed the fucking laws and all that. A bit like they did in America. Now they've got to have licenses and all this. You know, like in America in the 70s when, I don't know if you've seen the film Casino, like Martin
Yes,
Scorsese.
I've seen that,
Brilliant. I've seen it at the pictures. Fucking brilliant film. And I've got it down there somewhere on VHS. But same then, the Robert De Niro, Ace Rothstein, he got, you know, a management job. He got a job to manage the Tangiers, one of the biggest casinos in fucking Las Vegas. Most of you'll know this anyway. And, like, you know, they applied different rules because they were all gangsters, fucking bodies dropping them here everywhere, fucking, you know, like many holes in the desert. Not how many
Many holes.
It's fucking, they had to dig another hole. You know, they're killing a fellow gangster. Oh, dig a hole in the desert. Then if some passers-by come along to see what they're doing, they've got to dig some more holes.
Dig your own grave. Dig your own grave, basically.
Well, that was at the end. But the same thing happened there. They all had to be licensed and everything. It's fucking, you know, even up near the end of the film, he's like, no, near the beginning of the film, Nicky, who played by fucking, Joe Pesci, he says, it's the last time they'll give anything this big to any fucking schmucks like us or something.
Joe Pesci, he was the one that played the schizo in Goodfellas.
Yeah, he did in Casinos. He played Tommy DeVito in that. He played Nicky Serrano in Casino.
He was a screw loose, wasn't he, when he just shot people's foot off all the time.
Do you know what?
Shot people's feet off.
Well, one bloke.
Goodfellas.
Anyway, that was true. But I've read the
Who
book.
are you talking to? I'm not talking to you. And he shot that lad's foot off, the waiter's foot off.
No, he says, go and fuck yourself, Tommy. So
And he shot his foot off.
Robert De Niro says to him, he says, are you going to let him talk to you like that? He was already kidding. He fucking blew his... No, he killed him then. He'd already shot his foot off. But that was true. I've read the book of that. And the book,
I always remember watching that film
Goodfellas.
with me dad, and he loved it.
the book's called Wise Guy. And it's the same author who did Casino.
It was based on a true story, wasn't it?
Well, yeah.
I remember watching the film with
You
your dad.
read the book and
Goodfellas.
it's exactly like the fucking film. Nothing's left. I mean, Martin Scorsese pulls no punches. That's why I love his
I
films.
mean, he's a good director, though, isn't he?
Oh, it's one of my favourites.
He's got the best films out. Him, like,
He's the fucking the king of the mobster movies. Him. No one does it like him. Brian De Palma's good, and
Martin Scorsese, though, he's brilliant.
aye. This video has been on for 45 minutes. I hope
Okay.
you're still there, lads. Hammerheads.
We've bored the fuck out of you, haven't we?
Yeah.
Oh well.
I know Raggy will watch it all because he watches everything I ever do.
Anywho, I think it's about time we went.
Yeah. Sorry about all this.
Sorry about the rant.
See you later, Hammerheads.
Good night.
Oi, mate! I'm trying to get some fucking sleep, you bastard!